Alright, in this video, the last couple days I've been thinking about like intentions, like setting intentions of what it is you want to do, like get clear on it. And like write it down, like ask yourself like what it is I want to accomplish, big or small. Like even like if you want to do it really small, you can do it for a day. If you want to do it a little bit bigger, like a week, 2 weeks, month, just like whatever the time frame it is you want to accomplish, whatever it is you intend to accomplish. Because I feel like once you put it down on paper, then you are actually putting it out there, and then the universe, your brain, like whatever it is, can conspire to bring that information to you. Because if you're not really clear on it, or you don't write it all down, then you're just not really aiming anywhere. Like you're just shooting an arrow into the sky and hoping it hits somewhere, and it's probably going to hit somewhere you don't want to hit. So but that's the thing, because like lately I've been thinking like I got to set my intentions on where I want this channel to go, what it is I want to do, and where my business is going to go, and what it is I want to create, because I haven't done that in a while. Like behind me on this board, there's a bunch of stuff that I wrote down like probably a while back. I don't even remember when it was, when I took the course on a business to like kind of get straight on it. And I've noticed that you're supposed to do it every few months, like once you accomplish the stuff that's on those things. And so for me, it's like, okay, I gotta sit down and do this again, because I've accomplished a lot of the stuff that's on there already. And it was like Matthew McConaughey was saying one time, like he did a 10-year one where he like wrote down his goals for 10 years and just put it away and didn't look at it. And he said 10 years later, he went and looked at it, and by his astonishment, he had forgot about a lot of them, but he had accomplished 7 of them, the 10 things he wrote down, and the other 3 he was in the middle of. So to me, it's like, writing that stuff down, there's something about writing it down and getting it on paper and getting it out of your head, because I feel like it's that ritual of writing it down and getting it out there so the universe can see it, and then it can conspire with you to create it. Like there was this thing, God, what was the name of the book? The Book of Five Rings. I read this book years ago, and it was written by the greatest Japanese samurai in history. I forget his name off the top of my head, but anyway, he said something in there like, when you open yourself up to an ideal, the universe will show you the way, like the river of information, the river of life, the river of energy will guide you to what it is you need to know to create that when you open yourself up. But also it works the other way. Like if you don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe in something, or you don't think you can accomplish something, then it won't guide you down that river to find all the things that you need. Again, it's just that a lot of the times what we do is we set these intentions, set these goals, and then expect them to happen like a day or two later. And it's like sometimes it's going to take a little bit of a time. I mean, you can put, like I said, you can put a time frame on it, but at the end of the day, if you don't make it in that time frame, that's okay, because you have to keep believing that it's going to come eventually. You have to know that it's already done. I keep hearing lately that if you didn't have that desire inside you, you wouldn't have that desire if you weren't meant to do it. It's just that a lot of the times, like with the gold thing, is that sometimes we give up before we give the universe a chance. We give everything a chance to, happen. So, and again, sometimes it's a process, and it's so easy to, get discouraged, get frustrated, and when you don't see the results right away. But that's the whole thing, is that you can't. You just got to go with certainty and know that it's coming. You have to know. You have to believe. If you don't believe in something, you're not going to get there. You have to believe in yourself. We're all capable of doing more. Now, again, we may have developed patterns of, mental thinking, of thought processes that maybe make us don't believe that. I know my life hasn't always been, simple and easy, and I had to break a lot of these patterns to even get on here and start doing these things, because I used to be deathly afraid of speaking in front of people. I didn't think I could do it. It's like sometimes when I'm talking, I'm like, if anybody ever asks, it's like, well, I didn't believe I could do this years ago, so why would I have done it then? And I didn't, because I didn't believe it. And then I had to crack that door open of saying, okay, well, maybe, you know what, everybody out there, there's other people doing this. And then I started to see some of the people that were worse than me in the beginning. And I was like, all right, I can do this. And then I heard, if not when, now. Or if not when, now. Is that how it goes? If not now, when? Yeah, backwards. Jesus. And then, so then it like just got me started. I think it was Dean that said that. And it was like, you know what? You're right. Why not just start right now? And when's the perfect time to start? Yesterday. Well, when's the next perfect time? Right now. So it's like, why not just start and see where it goes? And realize that it might not be beautiful at the beginning. But you can, the more you do it, the more you develop, the more you keep going and keep pushing yourself to do stuff that you're not comfortable doing, the better you're going to get at it. And if you don't start somewhere, then you're not going to be perfect right off the bat, man. But why not? But why not start, and then you maybe become perfect, or you have perfect moments, or you get better the more that you do something. But if you don't have any intentions or any like goals or any aims of anything that you want to do, then it's going to be tougher to get somewhere. Like I said, you don't want to shoot an arrow into a field and hope it hits something. Might hit a person. Obviously, I'm kidding, but anyway, I hope it doesn't. That's why I wouldn't do it, because you got to have an aim somewhere, and what do they say? You hit 0% of the things you don't aim at because you're not aiming anywhere. But anyway, again, that's that thing is work at it little by little, day by day, moment by moment, and get better. And realize there's always an opportunity. It's like, I would say even before I went on this retreat, I was kind of in that state of like, man, I don't know, this isn't really working. I mean, I'm doing okay, but I could be doing better. I don't know. So I was starting to have a little bit of doubt creep back in, because that's part of the process too, is that it always tries to creep back in. It's just that you got to overcome it and realize that, you can overcome it. And it was crazy, because like during, like when I went on the retreat, we did the ice cold bath. And again, when you get in it, the first thing you want to do is get out. Your body's like, holy crap, what is going on? This is way too cold. We're going to die. So it's like a 4 or 5 alarm fire going off in your body. Like, we got to get out of this. This is bad. And then they tell you, all right, you gotta breathe through it. Like, slow yourself down, start breathing, calm yourself down. And then slowly but surely, after you breathe and keep telling yourself, it's okay, you're fine, I'm good. And they even had people there helping us. Like, even we had a partner that would like put their hand on your shoulder if they could see that you needed it. And then after about 30 seconds, you're like, okay, the body does start to calm down. And then you're in the water, and you realize, okay, I'm not dying. So that's the thing, is like, use that reference in everything in life, like stuff that you're not used to doing, stuff that you're not comfortable doing. Yeah, it might be uncomfortable. Yeah, people may laugh at you. That's on them, because you know what? They probably wish they were doing what you were trying to do. But anyway, that's on them. If anybody laughs at you, talks crap about you, anything, that's on them. It's you trying to get better and doing it for yourself and doing it for the people you're trying to help, or whatever it is you're trying to do. And that you can always slow yourself down. Like, even like sometimes I notice in the beginning, I'm getting better at it now, but like if I get a little talking too fast or doing too much or whatever, and I try to tell myself, not out loud, but in my head, I'm like, all right, relax, we got this. Okay, calm down. Speak fluent, speak calm, speak, good. So there's always that thing, that the mental game that's always going to try to distract you. It's always going to try to pull you away. And a lot of it is because we have a mind that's trying to keep us safe. Oh, what if we get ridiculed? What if we fail? What if we do this? What if people don't like us? What if we anger people? Well, okay, that's okay too. Not everybody's going to be happy with everything that everybody does. It's just part of life. But there's also, but what about the people that might like what you have to say? Or they might benefit from what it is you're saying. They might have that aha moment of, oh my God, I could do that too. Or, oh my God, I never thought of it like that. And it helps them see a situation they're in a different way. So there's always something that you can help with each other, help other people and stuff. But that's the thing, is like, the mind's going to try to get you to not to do that. because it's built on survival. And for some reason, it's like the water. When you get on the water, your mind's like, holy, you know what? We're not going to survive this. And then after you calm down, you're like, okay, wait a second, I did survive that. And you know what? Now I feel amazing. Like when I got out of the tub, man, wow, I felt great. And like a lot of my legs were sore from going on the plane. I think I talked about this in the video. And within a day or two of doing the cold plunges, I want to say it was after the first one, but I know it was at least after the second one. And instantly, and then even coming home, like I did it the last day for 3.5 minutes, and because I knew I was coming home the next day, and I knew that long flight, and then my legs weren't even, they were a little bit stiff just because it was a 16-hour flight, but it was nothing like it was on the way down. So again, that's why I got to find somewhere around here to do it. But again, like but I guess the message of this video is to set your intentions, keep going no matter what. Even if you don't see the results you want overnight, right away, just keep going, because eventually they're going to come regardless. And some days it might be a little progress, some days it might be none, and then all of a sudden one day you might just have a giant progress, a leap. But there's always keep progressing. It's like, you know, Dean always says in Mastermind, he's always like, we're a group of progress. I don't remember the exact thing he says, but that's what it is. It's always trying to be better than you used to be. Don't compare yourself to what everybody else is doing. It's what you should be doing. Compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. And when I look back at this on these charts, I'm definitely not the same person I was that wrote those things. So again, but has it been an easy journey? No, it's been ups and downs, left and rights. Some days I feel great, other days I don't. But I don't know what it was. I'm thinking it might have been the breath work, because when you're doing the breath work, man, you're trying to clear all that negative energy or anything that's still in your nervous system that's stopping you from doing what it is you want to do. There's ways to get it out, but you have to do the work yourself too. You have to be willing to want to make that change. You have to have that fire, that desire to do something more. We're all capable of it, man. And it might be from past experiences. It might be from childhood. It might be from anything. That you might have had a negative experience that you held in your body, in your nervous system. And you got used to it and you developed a pattern. And then you feel like that's you. Well, you developed a pattern. Tony Robbins always says it. We're a bunch of patterns. We can always change the pattern. You can always change yourself to be something more. I hate it when people say, oh, I can't change, I can't do that. And I used to be one of them. So I get it. But now I believe that we can all change. We can all do it. You just got to have that burning desire, that will to want to do it. And then and realize that it's not going to be easy. It's like I was trying to tell this kid at work, like, you know, I didn't develop this mindset overnight. I was like, it takes time. But we get married to the stories we tell ourselves about what we're capable of and what we can't do. And sometimes those stories didn't even come from ourselves. They came from other people. And how do other people know what we're capable of? Maybe they might not be capable of it because they don't believe it. And like I said, it was like once the door was cracked, all the, you know, the river of the universe flows and shows you what it is. A book here, a person there, hear something there, read something here that makes you like expand your mind and believe. And then all of a sudden, you know, then you start jumping in ice cold baths and doing breath work and meditating, and all these things can change these patterns of development that you've had for years. Anybody can change at any point in their life. It's never too late. It's just that you just gotta make progress, man. That's it. Little by little. Until you make those leaps into whatever it is you're trying to do. It's just that you can't give up. You never give up. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, you know, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. You fail, you realize, okay, next time I'll do something a little bit different. Next time I can adjust this. Where did I screw up? And that's like, for me, like in the beginning, it was like, oh, I'm talking way too fast. I got to be, you know, I'm way too nervous. I got to calm down. I got to breathe through it. I got to, you know, be more present. You know, maybe do a meditation before you speak. Anything to help. Anything that helps you do whatever it is you want to do. Figure that out. Trial and error. Keep trying. But the breath work, man, woo, I tell you, there's something about it. Like, I don't know what happened, but like ever since then, I feel lighter. I feel clearer. I just feel different than I did before we did it. So I don't know. Anna would probably say it's the nervous system readjusting. Maybe I flushed out because our intent. They said set your intention for the breath work, and I said, all right, my intention is to burn out, get rid of anything that's stopping me from being what it is I want to be. Whatever's left in there, let's get it gone. And ever since I did it, I definitely feel like a different human being. So again, it's eventually I'm probably going to have to learn how to do breath work more and maybe start teaching it too, because it's definitely something that is very extremely powerful. And that's the same thing too. It's like the ice bath. It's like at first my body was rejecting it, but then when it realized it was safe, and then you have people guiding you through it, making you feel comfortable about it. That's why I'm so candid on this on my videos, is because I'm trying to show my development and showing that anybody can do it. It just takes time, it takes practice, it takes perseverance, it takes all those things. And the realization that it's not always going to be perfect, and some days are going to be better than others, some weeks are going to be better than others. But if you keep moving and keep going, eventually you'll get where it is you want to go. You may not get there in the same way you thought you would, but you will get there. So again, I just wanted to share that, get your intentions, figure it out what you want to do, at least get an aim for something, and then keep working at it little by little, day by day, moment by moment. And if you get knocked down, get back up. So like and subscribe. If you ever got any questions or anything else you want me to go more in depth on or talk about, just put it in the comments. And have a good day.